Today we are going to look at the anagram. So anagram is basically when we rearrange the letters in first word, so we form another word. So like ATIF, so you can see ATIF here it is, so Fiat, so it's an anagram. So first of all, what we can do is we are going to compare the length of both the strings. So if it's different, we can just return false. So why do we need to do the whole computation? So that's why. So as you can see, we can just directly return false. Now, first thing which I'm going to do is to first create an object where I'm going to store the count of the variable that occurs. So in JS I will use like this. I'll show you. See this. I have created an object. Now I'm going to loop to that string. And if that key, that object one, that key, if that is greater than 0, we are going to increment it by 1 like this. Else we are going to increment it by 1, just normal 1. We are basically assigning the value to 1, and if it is occurring more than once, then we are going to increment it the value for that key. See, like this. Now I can show you. Here it is. So we are basically creating a key pair value for the name Atif, ATIF. So let's see if I have multiple I. So what I'm doing, I'm looping it, and if it is greater than 0, that is it has to be greater than, we are going to increment the value by 1, and or else we are assigning to the value as 1. So oh this condition is running, that's why. 1 second. So as you can see, as I have written I 8 times, so the value here is 8, key pair value, so I is 8 now. So next thing we are going to do is same for the string 2. So I'm creating another object, same for string 2, but for string 2. Now I'm gonna return the object. So as you can see, see the count. Now in JS we have this another loop called as for in loop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop in one of the object and check whether the key, this key, so for that key, is the count same in another object as well or not. If it is same, then it is fine, but if it is not same, the moment I'll find a difference, I'll just return false. I'll show you how. See, like this. If it's not in another object, I can just return false. If everything goes well, I can just return true. So this is to just check whether that key pair value basically exists in another one. So the variable, whatever the count is in first object, is it the same in the second one? If that's the truth, then we're going to return true. So as you can see, it's showing as true. Now let's see if I replace this a with x. So now it is coming as false. Now why is it? So here I'll show you how. Object 1. And I'm consoling these both objects. So as you can see, so what I'm doing is I in. So in is basically we are in I in. So this I is basically the value, that is this one. So what we are checking is if a of I is also the same in here or not. If it is not, then we are going to return false. So here that is we are checking. So here in this case the a does not exist. See, a of 1 we have, but it doesn't exist in the second object, so it has to return false, so which it is doing. And if I'll have a, see, a of 1 of 1, I can do this like we have a here and a here. Now we have two a's. See, two a's like f and f. See, it's true. So this exists even in second object. So that's what we are doing. So this is one of the important check to find the anagram.